Hey, boo, you're standing in the light, Jay. All right. I love like old school, like I love snail mail. Like I'm the kind of person who still asks for people's address because I want to send them note cards. Back in the day, somebody suggested starting a newsletter. They're like, you like to write, you should send a newsletter. And I was like, that's a little weird, but okay. And I thought that over the years, my newsletter would become like a thing of the past. I really just loved connecting with people in their inbox. Like I would drop notes, I would send tips and tricks, be like, how you doing? And what I didn't realize that I was creating a personal connection with people. It was really incredible. So I thought that over the years it might like fade or become a thing of the past, but it didn't. It actually has become a secret weapon in my business. How? Well, because I have an opportunity to create trust on a newsletter, showing up weekly, every other week, these people got to know me. And so all of a sudden when I started creating new things in my business and new projects, they wanted to be a part of it. Why? Because we knew each other. I'm gonna put this stuff down. And be careful, I might just write you a letter. Okay, because I know how powerful newsletters have become in my business, I've tried to discover as many ways as I can to actually build it. So I create what I call opportunities. These opportunities could be checklists, they could be tutorials, they could be videos, they could be ebooks. And what I'm doing is I'm creating more opportunities for me to connect with prospective people. So it's like me creating a document that will make their life better, easier, more amazing as a result of pointing back to my business. So let's break this down and actually how I make this happen. I was slated to speak at an event in San Diego. Okay, so I thought to myself, if I'm gonna speak at that event in San Diego, what could I create to get more people to sign up for my newsletter list? What helpful resources could I create? Well, I was going to a conference filled with business people, most of who were not photographers, most who wanted to be on social media, but they'd actually be indoors at a conference. How can they really post stuff about where they are in San Diego, California? So I got this idea. I took 5 photos that they would be able to download. But in order for them to download, they would have to input their email address, which is a great way that I was able to grow my newsletter list. So now I could follow up with them, check in, offer tips and tricks, and position my business in a unique place to offer value and benefits. Cool. Now I want you to do the same thing. If you're kind of been debating like, hey, I need a newsletter, or maybe you had one and you're not too serious about it, trust me when I say it is a game changer. There's nothing stronger than showing up in somebody's inbox and being like, you and me, boo, let's chat about my business and what I can do for you. So, good news is that in this March issue of Social Curator, the whole issue is dedicated to building and engaging your newsletter list with social media. So this month we have a contributor by the name of Amy Porterfield, and if you're not familiar with her, just trust me when I say she is a complete beast when it comes to building a list and using it to grow your business. She's gonna be sharing everything she knows, and then the two of us are gonna collaborate on how to build a newsletter list via social media. So that's what this month's Social Curator is all about. Remember, Social Curator is your monthly social media solution that saves you time. It gives you photos and captions and an action plan to ensure that you're showing up on social media with a plan and with a strategy. The best news is that it's just $25 a month. And I'm gonna be doing some critiques in the private members only Facebook group. So y'all, if you are interested in learning more about building a list, if you're interested in building a list with a community, if you are interested in learning how to show up on social media in a real way, you guys can join us at mysocialcurator.com.